So, coming to you from, sorry, trying to hide this. Okay, so coming to you from Didcot Services, the glamorous locations I get to go to. So, it's been a week since our last working test, and I am due to be at this next one at 8 o'clock. They brought it forward an hour because of the disgustingly hot weather. It's so weird because I'm almost panicking about heat right now, but it's only 17 degrees. So I should just enjoy the drive and be chill because it's not even hot yet. But I'm sort of, I know it's going to probably hit like almost 30 again today. So yeah, not looking forward to the drive home, but hey, let's just try and put that on the back burner. So I feel like I'm in a better state of mind this week. I was in a real grump at the beginning of the week because of I didn't perform very well at the last working test. So this time, first of all, I'm going to recognise that it's hot and try and yeah, cut myself and obviously Missy a lot of slack, because you're not going to perform in the same way as if you were in normal working temperatures. So that's number one. It's a grounds I have been to before, and part of the reason I wanted to do this working test was because I'd really like to have a direct comparison between last year and this year. And last year at this test, they combined one of the retrieves with the hunting. So there were only like 3 tests really. So I'm not sure if they'll do the same this year. We shall see. I'm going to be very quiet on hunting. Maybe even too quiet, who knows. And the water's the one that obviously I'm always a little bit, well, yeah, I'm very nervous about because it just is such a gamble. She just hates it. So we shall see. I've taken her swimming twice this week to 2 different rivers. I fell down a riverbank and cut my arm up and grazed all my hand. Don't know if you can see this here. Beauty. Yes, so in the bid for swimming practice I did injure myself. I will survive. We only managed that twice. It's been so hot, so I've also tried to rest her more before today in a hope that maybe she'll have a bit more va-va-voom. So she only went out once yesterday late in the evening for a real slow potter very late at night. A little bit of obedience on her, but not a lot. I had to put her in the shower before we took her out because it was so hot still. I think it was like still 28 degrees at 9 o'clock, which is just insane, yeah. And then she hadn't been out that morning, she hadn't been out the night before, and then that morning before she'd only had a potter around the commons. So really she's not done any work since she went for a swim Thursday night. And even that, she was in and out, so she's not had a lot of work on her this week at all. But hey, maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, in a good mood. Just had to stop to get something for breakfast, which is a sandwich, yuck. But got to get something in me before we start this, and I think we're about 20 minutes away, so yeah, here goes. So we're at the working test. She's on her flat collar now because she's just chilling. It's really hot and sunny, so we were just walking up and down the shady track, but I thought I'd make a quick video of where our split retrieve was. So this is where our split retrieve was. So you started on this side of the river, and then this is like a ford, and then over the other side of this river they throw a dummy down that track, maybe 10 to 15 metres down that track. So that's her seen part of the retrieve, and then we had to call them back in and reset them up because the second retrieve was out on, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's like a bit of gravel over there in the bend of the river, and it's also like a shelf, so it's shallow and then it drops off. It's quite fast flowing ish. So there was a blind on that bit of like gravel beach down that stream, so you had to then send them to get that dummy. So she did this first bit okay, the first retrieve. I mean, she was a little bit hesitant, but I pushed her back and she got it, came back. And then I sent her out this way, and she did go in the right direction to begin with, But then understandably she was like, well, there's nothing there, why are you sending me here? And she didn't go like past the drop of the level change of water, so she was in the shallow bit, and I think that level change is like a significant barrier. So I was trying to push her back, but then she went back off up the other track, so I had to correct her and tell her no, it's not up that track, and then try and send her back here again. And tried pushing her back, go back, all the backs, fetch, find it, yeah, so too much handling, and I just couldn't get her onto it really. But bless her, she actually, you could see she was really trying. It really reinforces something I already knew, which was that we need a much stronger back command. So she needs to just go out straight back and not question me and just do it. So that's what we need to practice really. So yeah, not a bad takeaway. Let's see if I can show you the water retrieve as well. So this is where we had the water retrieve. It's exactly where it was last year. Last year I sent her in before the judge said, because I was so nervous, and she didn't get the dummy. She didn't go in. She just sort of pussyfooted around the edge. So this was actually a super easy setup. So we were set up here, quite near the edge, and then it was just a straight scene retrieve onto this lovely water. She was messing around the edge here. There's like duck poo and all sorts of lovely things. So she was just, yeah, messing around there. Oh, dragonfly. So I just said to the judge in the end, I was like, I'm going to step forward. He sort of said, you can step forward. So anyway, technically that would be disqualified normally. So I came forward here and put a bit of pressure on her, and she did go and get it eventually. At that point, when I'd gone to put the pressure on her, she was sort of sniffing all round here. I touched her with my hand without thinking, which was really annoying. So I sort of said to the judge, oh, just touched her. So, I mean, that's a 0 anyway. Then she came in, and then actually, doesn't normally happen, she dropped the dummy down there. And then she picked it up again and brought it in, and I brought it into hand. So his advice was, stop doing steady work around water, go and have fun, which is exactly the same advice I've had from like my 2 favourite trainers in the world last year. So I feel that's what we have been doing a lot, but you know, as far as advice goes, go and have fun with your dog is like not a problem. I definitely can do that. So yeah, in a way, disappointing I touched her, disappointing I felt I had to go and put pressure on her. Sorry, I don't know if I can do this gate with the horrible gate. Get in. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so last year she didn't get in at all. This year she did get in. So I guess it's a step better, but it's not great, is it? And then hunting was very, very, what's the word? Not nettles. Well, there were nettles, but there's mostly, oh, the other spiky things, thistles. So many thistles. So scraped up all my legs. I didn't do the hunting pattern right because there was a cheek wind. So what I should have done was split the beat into 2 chunks, hunted her like from left to right, and then started her again left to right on the second chunk, hunting into the wind. So that's an easy fix. That's like a handler error. So don't mind that at all. That's fine. You live and learn. And the last retrieve was not good. It was a blind down a track. Quite an easy retrieve, to be honest. Fair distance, maybe like 15 metres or so. Maybe more. I'm not sure. Maybe as many as 20 metres. Just let her have a drink here. Yeah, but she went out, had a sniff, completely ignored me, and wouldn't even listen to the stop whistle. So it was like a perfect, did like a perfect show of how she doesn't care about a stop whistle for the judge. So that was really embarrassing. And then I just said to the judge, I'm going to have to go out and correct her because I'm just happy to forego any points because she needs to be corrected. So I went out, sat her up, and then resent her, and then she went about halfway to where she was meant to go, and then I had to I'd already lost my points at that point, so I walked forward and then pushed her on again, and she got it and came back fine. So overall today, very long video, we have learnt easy things we need to work on, a strong back, which we already knew, and especially building that up over bigger distances, because she is just tuning out, and the same on her stop whistle. She's just, if something's more interesting in the environment, she's just tuning out, and that is not how we play the game. So there she is. What do you make of it? What did you make of our performance today? Nothing to say. I think you did alright, considering very, very hot, 29 degrees, isn't it? And a horsefly just bit you. It's not nice, is it? No. So, I'm happy with the girl, to be honest. She's alright. And, yeah, got easy stuff to work on. Well, say easy stuff. We've got to crack it. We'll find out our way to crack it. But, yeah, the other thing I can work on, which relates to this water retrieve, is the one where they had the blind on the bank. Oh no, it's not focusing now. Yeah, so I was thinking, I've seen some markers you can get. I'm going to park the car, go and do a load of blinds like this along the riverbank, and then put all the, set out all the blinds and come back and get her. So that's a way I can practice that along. I've never sent her like to find things on the water, so yeah, that'll be kind of quite a fun exercise, I think. While we were waiting, I thought I'd just mess around with the ball and it's actually gone down the bit where she would have had to go to get that second dummy, and you can just see, find it, go on, go back, like her hesitation. So from what someone said, they said it's like a bit of a drop off here. What she doesn't want to do is take her feet off and go into that deep part. Go on, go get it, good girl, go get it, go get it. So this is very much a recreation of the second retrieve, but a little bit different in that this time she's seen her ball disappear that direction, so she has some motivation for going there, whereas when I was trying to send her before, she hadn't seen that dummy, she didn't know that dummy was on the bank, so she had nothing even drawing her towards it. So right now she's just trying to work it out for herself. I'll leave her to it. But, you know, something is drawing her and she's still really struggling, and that is a chuck it ball, which is her favourite thing in life. Where's your ball? So she's trying to work it out, bless her. It's not easy, is it?